no. Let's go that way. Can you hear me, Sue? Oh, I've missed you too, and I thought I really need to do this. Get it all started again. I've missed everybody. Can you hear me? Don't know. Oh, you can hear me. Oh, thank goodness. I did try the other camera, but I can never get it right. So let me have a look, see if I can microphone. Let's try that. And does that work? Oh my goodness. Hi, Sophie. Well, I hope that works. Let's do it. I'm sure there's a different way of doing it. There you go. There you go. It's been so long, since February. February! My gosh. I really missed you all. It's hard, but I'm finding Sundays very difficult. So I thought maybe an evening would be better. So we'll see how it goes. Our drink is so hot. So I thought I'd do a little bit of bit of sculpting so I don't have to. Yes, I am doing better. It's just like I've had cold after cold after cold after cold, and now I got COVID. I had the whooping cough. I've had it all. It's been horrendous. Anyway, we are all good. It's just like a mild cold, so it's not too bad. And I'm just getting my taste back, so that's good. Good news. I am gonna come out of here. I'm gonna play. So I'm not sure what I was gonna make. So I'm gonna make something with clay. So I was hoping people would give me an idea what they would like me to make. So there's a little bit of a choice. This is what I've got in progress so far. Oh, so he's a bit big, and he looks like a bit like Gollum right now. So it's going to be a guy sitting on a barrel. I wonder if it'd be easier on this camera. Oh, hello. We can get that a bit more set. Yeah, so you can see him a bit better. Wrong way, Liam. Wrong way. There you go. So he's a bit nude. Yeah, so he's sitting on a barrel. Let's see if I can get his face. Lift him up a bit. He's looking a bit cross right now. So, like, oh, hello. I landed in his lap. Yeah, so my intention is, this is like the skeletal. Don't we all, Sue? Don't we all? Yeah, so I'm gonna put some clothes on him, obviously. So I'll figure out how the trousers will lay, and at the moment, because I'm learning, I'm finding the hands really difficult. So they are very difficult to do. So I used metal armature underneath, and it's not so good. So I might take them off and just make them a different way. No, you won't be nude. It's just like what I call the skeletal stage, where I would add, clothes on him so that he um so he'll have like a jacket on with you know a collar and tie, and I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. So do we have any ideas of what I'm going to do tonight? For those who haven't seen it before, I did my mushrooms, because they've been there so long now. If I take them off, they'll probably, oh no, they're not doing too bad. They'll probably break, but I will bake them at some point. I need to go back and do them properly. So I don't know if you saw the little advert on the front where I've done a seal. Can give you some more ideas of what I've done. If you remember my moon man. Big moon man. You can't think what to do either. No, I don't know. I still haven't finished my face. Looking in the drawers for inspiration. I don't really want to be doing my mushrooms. I think there's other bits in the mushrooms. Can't remember what. I just put my glasses on so I can see. Flowers. Ooh, a hair. We've done pumpkins. Oh, I was wondering what the smell was. Cinnamon bark. When I did an apple or a berry, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's a shame I don't use them, Terry. I need to be using them, but I don't. I've got a little bit of sculpting left, and I've got some dirty old white clay that needs to be used up. Be fine when it's baked. Or cut hair and whatnot. Let's get some work in anyway. What can we do? What can we do? I did a seal for my best buddy. I don't know if I can show that. Where's my sculpting? I'm trying to give you ideas for you to give me ideas. Oh, I don't know if anybody ever saw my frog. Let's have a look. How to share my present. Share screen. There you go. My frog. Would have loved to have painted him, but I got fed up in the end and squished him all up. I know. Oh, make a frog, make a frog. I have to make a little one. That was huge, that one was. So we do have the white Sculpting in stock. Is anybody fancying it? Oh, thank you. Make some biscuits. Frog. I'm trying to work it so it's nice and malleable so we can make something. Maybe I could do a little frog, maybe. Although I don't know how to do little stuff. Okay. Thinking of the frog. So he's got a... It's always... basic shape. I think about it. I'd have to do a little bit bigger. Oh, I mentioned sculpting Terry, and that was it. You missed my man, Nunu. I'll show you. But he's naked, so just bear that in mind. Yeah, that's what he looks like so far. Obviously, he's nowhere near done. It's just I've done the armature, and then I've put a basic, just a basic layer on that I'll build upon. I'm not happy with his hands, so they're going to come off. I'll leave his feet till last because he's sitting on a barrel. It's not quite right yet, but we're getting there. Can't remember what Olga called him. I can't remember if she said he looked like Gollum. Oh, there we are. Terry thinks it was, yeah. So he's got lots of work on him to do. Right, a little bit is soft. We'll work on another couple pieces, preferably without the cat hair. He's not allowed up on my desk, but he still gets up here. It's my precious. Yeah. So, frog it is, I think. See, this is what happens when it's not malleable. It'll just break. Hi, Jan. It's lovely to see you all. I've missed you all. I'm not sure Saturday night was a good idea with the Eurovision Song Contest on, but never mind. Does anybody prefer it on a Sunday? Because I know it's probably a good time for everybody, but not so good for me. Oh, thank you. Going back to my natural, Terry. I'm fed up of dyeing it, to be honest. Go old gracefully. I might get fed up of it and dye it anyway, so we'll see. We'll see. Right, so like I said, I need if you're going to use polymer clay, it is a good idea to have an old pizza what do you call them, roller, the ones that make the lasagna sheets, to roll it out, especially if you've got dexterity issues. But at the same time, if you've got dexterity issues, playing with clay is probably going to keep you mobile. Yeah, I think so. I'll see. This isn't the best. This isn't the Sculpey, by the way. For those in the US, it's Zuri, I think. Where is my clay? Yeah, so it's Zuri polymer clay when I was on the design team. And I got some Daz clay there, just in case. Yeah, but you're building up muscle by using them, I think. I've noticed that mine has got a lot better since I've been doing some stuff. Okay. Yeah, because I found if you don't use them too often, they do get a bit stiff. So as I said, I'm just warming up the clay so it's easier to play with. Finding it a bit hard, I don't know. And I'll go back to the Sculpey. Okay. Yeah, pasta machines. Yeah, but I think even with a pasta machine, I think I'd have to have it electronic just to help that little bit. The best way to do a model of something anyway is to make sure that you've got some sort of reference. Sorry, I'm just put my feet up. Some sort of reference photos, and not just one photo, you need many. Okay. So think now, what does a frog look like? We know he's got like a, there's me with his mouth. And he's got, sorry, sniffing away here. Sorry. Bloody COVID. Right. Not the best time to have a sniffy nose. So we know. Okay. So I'm going to make some holes. I mean, it doesn't matter what it looks like right now because you're going to work on it. You know, oh, that didn't work out right. His eyes go there. There'll probably be more. See, that's why you should have a reference. Yeah, I definitely find that my hands are getting better, Terry, from using them more rather than and using both of them because at the moment I'm always using my right hand for the mouse, etc. And as you can see, my hands are a bit misshapen from it. Right. I'm thinking. I need a reference photo. Let me see if I can find one. If you can't find a frog on the internet, where could you find one? Okay. What have we got here? Oh, look at these frogs. Shall I share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at? Present. No, don't do that. Okay. So he's cute. Little tree frog. That's very similar to the one that I made before. What's everybody saying? Hello! It's the other posh Sue. Hello. Where are we going? What are we looking for? Oh, sorry, my nose is itching now. Ooh, look at that one. Just one with a basic form. For some reason, I prefer it facing left. Don't ask me why. No, facing right. That's facing left. Show more. Come on, Liam, pick one, pick one, pick one. Very difficult to see. I think that is very similar to the reference one I used. Oh, hello. We have one. We have a winner. And it's given me more. And when you click on it, it takes you somewhere else. Isn't that annoying? Yes. Maybe do that one. There we are. We'll go with that one, I think. It's a similar reference to what I used before. So where are we? Stop. sharing. How do I stop screen? There you go. Oh, are they tree climbers? I must have missed that bit. See, I just want to make it even bigger now. So if I start the form on the top and then add to his belly later, and then I think that will make it easier to do. So I'm just going to go back to my reference. No yarn. There's no lump there, even though I think there's a lump there. There's maybe a lump further down. Right. We're just going to, like I said, you want a basic form to start with. So as far as I'm concerned, that is his top bit. And then we'll put on sides, etc. later. Right. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, yes. I never thought about that, Sue. See, we're talking, and other people can't see what we're saying. The tree climbers. Because Terry had said about the tail. And then Sue said it might be a froglet that's not lost its tadpole stage. So there we go. All right. So now I need to work some more. Because instead of doing the little frog I was going to do, I decided to make it a bit bigger. Okay, so I'm going to try and work this one quickly. As you can see, it's all full of cat hair. Right, so what I noticed was the eyes were completely kind of separated, and they were along this kind of ridge. So we'll leave that for a bit to do the eyes. And then we'll leave stomach until last. So what I do want to do is squish him out a bit. Because maybe I might be able to get him small. Okay, keep that ridge. And then we'll build him up as we go. So we know he's got a bit of a belly here. So the tool that I use mostly for sculpting is this one. Just sharp point, and I believe these are in stock. I think because it's so warm. This is going to be quite difficult. It's like as if it's almost melting. Do you know what? I'm not really liking this clay. Maybe I didn't work it enough. No, I don't like it. Go back to my sculpting. So, what's everybody doing this weekend? Anything exciting? I've been in the garden today, so hence my little boo-boos. Fighting with the brambles and the other invasive species we have in the garden. I've got this like ornamental bluebells. They're not the bluebells that you get in the forest. They're just really, really invasive. They will grow whether they are there's a tiny, tiny bit of seed left or a little bit of root. Oh, what kind of museum, Terry? See, with this one, it doesn't break like that white one did. Like I said, I'm just warming up the clay. Well, we could have some dodgy looking things when I'm working this colour clay. I don't know if I've ever told you the story about what happened to me in the Natural History Museum in London. It's it was a bit strange, but I was told. I don't know if anybody knows that I used to work for a stem cell research company, and the things you can do with stem cells, it's just incredible. So, of course, when I went to the Natural History Museum, in a certain part of it, in the one in London, it's got Dolly the sheep, one that was cloned back in the 80s. So anyway, I took a weekend off. My husband was working, and I needed a break, and he's not fussed on museums and galleries and things like that. So I thought, oh well, I'm off on my own. So anyway, I goes to the museum, and I'm looking at the exhibits and specifically the scientific ones, the ones with Dolly in it, and a couple of kids came along and they spoke about something, and I started talking to them. The next thing I know, I had parents, children, and a few random others all following me along the exhibit, and I was telling them all about all this scientific stuff. And when we got to the end, this woman said, "Oh, you're very good." She said, "How long have you been working here?" And I said, "I don't work here." She thought I was one of the curators or something. Anyway, and let's hope those children that I spoke to, they ended up in the scientific world. Who knows? But anyway, they enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We all had a happy day. So it was quite funny. I think I must have had about 20 people around me at one point. Yes, it was, and the parents were interested as well, and it was lovely. Trying to persuade them, that this is what, um, the world, that's where the jobs are, the STEM jobs. It's in research and science, and the way the science is going these days, it's so quick. Dollar sheep, that was 40 years ago, So, when in the 80s, they were giving out DNA kits to kids. It was very bizarre. How many of those still survived? Right. Been half an hour and I still haven't made anything. Absolutely, Terry. Absolutely. I just find that, yeah, see what I mean about dodgy things? Okay. A little bit of perspiration going on. It's warm in here. I know, that's okay. We'll just chat. I'm quite happy with that. I've missed you all. I think it got to the point where, something happened on a Sunday, then I was ill, and then I was it took me a couple of weeks to get over that, and then something else happened on a Sunday, and do you know what I mean? And it became, I couldn't seem to get to grips with it. Right. I'm not going to do the belly separate. I'm going to do it all in one go. Don't know how to do it, but we'll figure it out. I'm going to do a little frog. I'll do a little frog. Right, so we know he's got. Maybe not. Yes, it became normal not to go live, which is silly, really. Because I got all that stuff in the shop, and if you don't show people how to use some of the stuff that's there, it's not going to get used. Either the stuff they've bought or, stuff sitting on my shelves as well. So I've decided, see, that's much better. Yeah, that was not really good for what I was doing. Okay. Quite making this small, but we'll see how it goes. See, it blends much better. Everything's, oh, hello. Yeah. All right, that's clear. This is the Sculpey. Okay. So, you can have, so that's the basic form. He's got a head. He's got a belly. Got a tail. He needs legs. I've used that white clay before. I don't know if you all saw the warrior I did. The Anubis Warrior. Use the black one of that. Maybe it's because I've had it too long. 2 or 3 years old now. Okay. So we need two balls around the same size so we can do the legs. Hands are struggling now. So I'm just rolling it to, like I said, warm it up. Straighten it a bit. So I'll be back to the garden tomorrow. Fight them brambles. Maybe the roses, because the brambles are actually growing in between the roses. That's why I ended up getting caught. Warming up a bit. You can tell because it'll go together nicely. Right, you lay around the center. I think that one's a little bit too big. So we're looking roughly the same size. I think it was the same size anyway. There we go. So we're just going to make a thigh in some shape or form. So yeah. So don't forget with the thigh, the other bit of his leg will come this way. We're just going to pop that on. Don't know if I've got the proportions right, but we'll soon find out. And if not, we'll figure it out. I think people are worried about doing stuff because it'll look stupid. That looks like nothing whatsoever right now. The same as painting or drawing, you just got to build and build and build until you think, oh, that looks right. Okay. We'll do the same again. Side. Yeah, it's going to be a turkey. Turkey. Looking a bit. I was wondering why it looks so big because I didn't smooth it down. So I'll look a bit fatter. I'm thinking to myself, his mouth don't quite look right, so I'm playing about with that because I know it will have one of those cheeky mouths. Yes. More like a whale. Pretty cool. Oh, bless. And that's another thing I like about these pointers. You can use the big side as well if you. Um, Daz is more an air dry clay. This clay will have to be baked. Daz is more a paper based clay. Yeah. I quite like using Daz for that as well. Hmm. This is modelling clay. Pass. I wouldn't recommend using. This is the porcelain clay. This one is dried out, I think. I wouldn't recommend this using. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh look, it is absolutely gorgeous to work with, and you can make beautiful flowers with it. And it goes very, very thin, as you can see. Very, very thin. But I don't think it's very good for larger pieces. This is more for flowers and look, I can get a bit more after that. Right, this is really super smooth, super light. I've got a. I think this is also made. These are the ones that also make hearty clay, Padico. Daintier projects, absolutely. Anyway, so we might need to build on his belly a bit if these legs are so big. Unless I can squeeze them down a bit. Let's pick up these bits. Oh, I don't want that in there. My own hair. Yes, the Moderna one is or Medina or whatever you call it, Medina. It is air dry. That's why it's like a rock. But I can't do anything with that. Obviously, there was a bit in the corner where no air got to it, and that's how I got the soft bit. Make something quick out of this. What could I make? Who knows? I love my hearty clay, as you all know. Great for putting on bottles and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to make them. Anyway, it'll probably dry by the time I get to it. The only thing I find with the porcelain clay is made with cornstarch, so you've got to be careful. Careful of weevils if you keep the thing too long. So it's great for if you was doing like flowers on a I don't know if it gets brittle. I think it's quite sturdy, but I should imagine there's a bit of cornstarch in it, then the weevils might get in eventually. The flowers that you put on for decoration that wouldn't need to be out for long. Table decorations. If you wanted to swap them out quite I don't know. I think the porcelain clay is quite very I think I might have a flower I made a long time ago. Where it might be, I do not know. You might get lucky. You might not. Emptying in my flower box because I think it's in here somewhere. Might have even used it on a project. Not that I remember using it. But who knows? Yeah. I think there's a link where what do you call it? I can't remember her name. Evelyn. Evelyn something water. Makes fancy flowers out of the where are you? Oh, I can't be bothered to look. It's just like, oh no, too much work. Right. I'm going to pinch a bit off to keep the feet. Why didn't I pinch off 2 bits, same size, the bottom of the legs? Oh, sounds like my son has caught the dreaded lurgy as well. Just heard him sneezing away there. Yeah, I was looking a bit more like a frog, more like a turkey. I think I should have chosen chosen a different colour. Never mind. Oh, they're very pliable and very easy to use with the cold porcelain. Mm. Turkey. Yeah, the wrong colour to be using, isn't it? That's the trouble. Might need a bit more of his belly to hold him up a bit. I don't think his legs are going to hold it. Anybody watching the Eurovision as well? I went off for it. I did when it got very bad. Although I do like Graham Norton taking the Mickey, but I prefer Terry Wogan taking the Mickey. He did it with a serious face. It was quite funny. Oh, all for you, look, Sophie. Some chocolate digestives. How about them? Oh, I think Sushi meant that she went to watch it on TV. Just in case you thought she went to go and see it. Yeah, that's about the right size. And a bit more belly. I'll shape it later. I just need that bit to kind of hold him up. For a minute. It might be a bit smaller there. Oh, I put his belly on his back. Ah, how's that? How did I do that? Who knows? Try again. A bit further down. Oh dear. It's warm in my room. He's coming apart a bit, but we'll fix him. Don't worry. That's the good thing about clay. You make a mistake and just Rub it out and try again. Okay. Haha. Right. Okay. He's sitting on his belly now, so he's got a bit more. Bit more. The fog. Oh my god. Is that the newer version of it or the old version? Anyway, don't look much like much now, but trust the process. Trust the process. I probably just got enough to finish him off. I used to hate horror movies as a kid. Scared the poop out of me. Hello, Peggy. Nope. Right. Extending his body a bit. He looks a bit, I don't know, it doesn't look quite right. All I've done is extend his body a bit. He was looking a bit, I don't know, wrong. Hmm. Yeah. More, more turkey. Oh, apparently, yeah, I missed the Northern Lights, but apparently it should be tonight as well in Wales, so we shall see. I shall take my camera out and take some photos for you. Right, how are we looking? Oh, looking at my frog. Mm, no, maybe those should be sort of facing down that way. Like that, more like that. That's good. That's good. We're doing okay. We'll work on these feet separate, I think. I don't know if you can see it because they're too little. Yeah, it's getting a little bit cloudy here now as well. Okay, so they are a bit longer. How many feet? How many feet? How many toes? Ooh, yeah. Like 3 long funny things. Okay, that's easier then. There you go, that's easier. They're quite thin on the ends. And this is what I'm going to do with the old guy's hands, rather than using the armature, which I don't like. No, don't fall off. No, I'm going to have to take that off just to complete it. It's fine, we'll fix him back on. He's a little bit pointy, so we'll give him a little bit of a point. There you go. So put his leg back on. That's what I love about this clay. You can just pull it apart, fix it, put it back. Don't like something, move it. It makes a difference. I've only seen them once before, the Northern Lights. I didn't need a camera to see them. They were really noticeable. Take him off as well. Like Humpty Dumpty putting him back together. Okay. Right. He's got more frog proportions. Let's the turkey look. I'm going to do his head. His other legs. Oh, thank you. Wait, am I gonna? We don't know what type of frog it is actually. This one. Um, well, it's any old frog. Let's put it that way. Okay, so the mouth comes all the way down. Like that. Oh, and he's almost to the legs. So I have to do them. To do them together, I think. Yeah, it was a greenish brownish frog. I think it was just for reference of the shape of a frog. I'm just winging it as my own frog. As long as we got a rough idea where where the legs and the whatnot go. Right. Right. I need two that size. One for the inside. Might even be able to get it baked and painted. Who knows? I doubt it. Probably playing with it all weekend. That greenish brownish frog was a dart frog, whatever that is. What the? Yeah. Oh, might be an idea. Leave them, otherwise I'll end up ruining them. I figured that's a bit too long for a leg. So you sit there nicely, Mr. Froggy. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm. Okay, so I only needed that long. I'll just work all this in later. Once we got the basic proportion, it'll be putting all the details in. I mean, I think that's the kind of, oh, it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? So, right way up here. It's going to be something like that. Once it's in place, it's easier to kind of move it later. You've got a rough idea what it's supposed to do. Right, in the right place. Look in the right place, is it? Maybe. Mm, less turkey-like then. More froggy-like. Although it is debatable, I think. Hmm. I just feel like his legs should be a different place. Yeah, you're definitely looking more like a frog. Trust the process. Isn't that what we all say? I think it's his front legs I'm not happy with right now. I'm just gonna have a look. Roast turkey. You will when he's like that. Doesn't help the colour of the clay either. Right, so his front legs, let's have a look. They've got a really poignant, like, sorry, his elbow, quite pointy. More like that. Yes, I like it. You stop falling off. It's probably fed up with me putting it together, taking it off, putting it together. And as the clay cools, it's probably lost a bit of its stickiness. So, so you need to be up a bit, and that needs a bit. So you're gonna need that. I'm gonna just put that there to stop me crushing his back legs while I play around with his front legs, which will also need those Really sharp things. So I bent it last time, yeah. No, no, Peggy. We just asked if what to make. I haven't been live for about, what was it, February? So I just thought something I'm comfortable just playing and chatting and catching up with people and figuring out what they're all up to, and you know. That's what we thought. We went to one too long. Probably end up in my drawer of never to be taken out again. Oh, thank you. Yes, I think you could. Oh, I was going to see if that piece of dried clay was. Yeah, maybe I'll make. Yeah, I like doing dioramas and things, so maybe I'll do something. I don't know. One day. This is going to be a toughie. And the legs will fall off again. Maybe I should have done them first. Or done them with the leg and put them on, you know? Maybe I can learn from my mistakes. Cool. And I'm not sure that the crook in his leg is in the right place either. I might pull that over a bit. He's definitely looking more like a frog. Sorry about my sniffing, just in case anybody didn't know. And I haven't told you, because I've told everybody I got COVID again. It's just like a mild cold. It's just I've lost my taste. I'm not ill as such, but I do have a what we know, sorry. Right, if I take that away now. Yeah, see, he sits just right, I think. I may have to. I think that's what happened here. Snotty nose. Right, I'm gonna have to do it. It's gotta be done, gotta be done. Oh dear, that's much better. Sorry. Needs be as needs must. Okay, so don't know if I got it right. I said I think that elbow bit is in the wrong place. So just give him a bit of an extended bit. And the bend will be in that place. Yes, it needs to be a bit more. Hello. It'll all need a little bit of TLC before we finish. It keeps falling apart. I think that is the basic form. It needs to be more like this one. I don't know what I've done different. What have I done different? Move. There you go. So, and then yeah. Look like I get his elbow right again. See, I did it on this one. That's what I wanted to do. So he's definitely looking more froggy. doing big eyes. If you was making this for yourself or something, you would need some sort of armature um in these legs. A little bit of armature. Could either use, you know, I thought I could get away with it, but maybe not. Or wait until it's baked and then add other parts of it. I don't know. We do for now. His elbow's still not right. Come back here. Oh, see you, Terry. I don't know how big the eyes are going to be. Too big. Okay. Maybe do it together. Yeah. I mean, like, I could be particular about. Oh, there's my wire that I would use for the arms. I'm thinking about doing it now, but let me see how it goes. Tuck in half again. We'll look at his eyes. Looks like a Cookie Monster. Right. Anybody feeling inspired and thinking they'll have a little go at some point? It's a project that it could be done, look, in less than 2 hours. Oh, it's not so much patience. Yeah, he's nowhere near finished. Maybe. I think he's definitely very frog-like. Most of the time now, I'd just be just fiddling and giving him some sort of. So I'm not sure whether. Yeah, it goes. These frogs got a bit of a. That's basically what I would do for the rest of the night now is just play until I was happy with it. But the basic form is there. Like a ridge going all the way down frog. I'm just gonna play and see what comes after that. I think you will all be all right. Could always that go with something, making something. Just find a reference photo and you're just going to trust the process and play and play and play and play and play. Who's going to see it? And like you say, if it doesn't quite work out like you thought, no one's going to see it. You can squish it up and start again. I think when I did my first frog, I must have I don't know. Squished it up I don't know how many times. I didn't like it. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Nobody would see it. I mean, you. Right. I mean, there's lots of different ways of doing the eyes, but I'm just gonna go all the way around. And which way did I do it? All the way around, and then, oops. Just let's go all the way around and see. Uh, uh, uh. I'm bringing the hood of the eyes a little bit over. And making the eyes a little smaller. What I might do is just bring another bit of the hood over, but I don't think they're supposed to be like that. Yeah, they are actually. Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know if you can see the eyes. It's going to be so exciting to paint. Are we going for green and brown? That's what. Because there was a lot of pretty colours there. I'm just smoothing down on this ridge. I mean, it's a little bit too high. That's fine. We'll work it in. And a bit more on the back end as well. And a bit scruffy, his legs especially. Oh, thank you. More clay I'm adding now will just keep the weight so that he doesn't topple on his leg. No, at least I'm hoping that's what it's going to do. Tidy up a bit. It's been a lovely Saturday night hanging out with you guys. Really enjoyed it. I've missed my lives, that's the trouble. Too far. You got a bit of an Elvis quiver going on. Uh-huh. Yeah. Can't wait to paint him. Right. I think that's it. 2 hours. You won't get back here. I'm going to play. I'm going to bake it. Maybe next week we'll give it a bit of a pond and or a tree, or we'll do a bit of a diorama with him in, shall we? And then paint him. It'll be something for me to play with all night. I was quite surprised I got him so small, because I do love my big things, as you know. Well, thank you very much for your company. And I'm so sorry that it's been so long. I have missed you. And see you at the same time next week. Is everybody okay with 7:30? Anybody gonna watch the Eurovision? I don't know if it's still on. Oh, thank you. Thank you. See you soon.